So the third thing is, the second thing is strategic communication, which is about response. How do you respond how do you respond to the environment, whoever is seeing? So just now I was having somebody who was who has been in touch with me for some time, but the response pattern that he had given was kind of disturbing. So it was time waster. So please be careful about the way you respond to other people. Positioning is subtle assertion, which means there are 5 aspects to positioning, which is about subtle assertion, strong conviction, suitable obsession, subliminal orientation, synergizing the conversation. What does each one of these mean? So in each case, who, what, how, why. So who you are, your background, that is what, when you are talking to somebody, you should remember what is your background. You should be able to say at any point of time in 3 lines what you are passionate about, 3 things which might or might not yet related to your work. So, but you still are passionate about. You have to tell that. How can you solve the problem? Experience plus inclination, that is what you have to tell. The 4th is why you are the best person. Your drive, the dream you want to achieve, and this task leads you in that path. This is the subtle assertion that you should have. The second is strong conviction, who you are. What incidents made you convinced you can give your best? What have you acted on so far? How you can replicate your prior experience, and why you think that your trick will help. So this description you have to give. The third is suitable obsession. So the other person should know when he is questioning, he should be able to see your obsession in whatever you are doing, who you have become in last whatever years you have worked for, what opportunities you were pursuing, how can you negotiate to include so as to expand your network and net worth, why you would like that service to bring into your current profile. So this is the obsession that you need to show. This is all about you. Then when you are talking to somebody, there has to be a subliminal orientation wherein you are not only telling about yourself, but you have to also tell that the given a situation, if the other person wants to join you, then you have a room for him also. Who the other person can be. What is the basis of collaboration if the other is willing to join? How the other person can consolidate his position, how he can win, why you'd like the other person to get empowered. So when you tell that, be genuine and synergizing the conversation, who the partnership can make you to be. So this is working together. What dreams can come true in this collaboration? How the win-win situation can be formulated? Why you should put the other person into problems? So these should be your synergizing conversation. And then comprehension. Most of the time, when people write report, do you know what do they write? They write a huge report, but nothing makes sense. Now, on one hand, you need the detailing. On the other hand, it has to be very crisp. Elaborating is required, but on the you have to have a headline which tells about what you are elaborating on. So that person has that curiosity about knowing what has happened in that. Gist is conciseness, crispness, bottom line and top line. Concisely you have to tell. Crisp means you have to tell in such a manner that the other person gets hooked to your report. Bottom line you have to press on, because that is the core of your work. Bottom line is about the the margin that you make, and top line is the revenue that you have made in a sales position. It can be different for different professions. So what is the core that you need to do? That is the ultimate, that is the ultimate indicator of your performance. That is what you should be working on. All the other things will be there. Of course, you have to describe all those things, but in order to achieve that bottom line, you have done all this. That should be indicating in the report. Crux of the matter, that is what your one-liner should be. Maybe this will be your headline, action points that you have taken, and the way forward suggested. So this is the comprehension of your whatever you are going to tell. Then presentation. So all the time you will not make, say, a Word document. Sometimes you make the PPT. So there are 7 kinds of report that you have to do: affinity diagram, interrelationship diagram, tree diagram, matrix diagram, matrix analysis, PDPC, process description, and program charts, arrow diagram. So these we will be discussing one by one in the subsequent videos. So these are the presentation. You have to make these many presentations at different times. If you keep those made at different times, and this will be available, this will be required at different times of the your career. So sometimes it will be required for the problem analysis that is happening in your organization. Sometimes it is the boss who requires some kind of analysis. So these presentations are actually problem analysis basically. So you have to learn all these 7 kinds, at least these 7 kinds. Email should not be 5 lines at the most, more than 5 lines at the most. Clear subject line should be there. Immediate, it has to be sent immediately. Read it twice so that there is no mistakes. Make it as concise as possible. Make a friendly and receptive tone so that the other person feels like responding. Metacognitive skill, know that you don't know it at all. Engage with colleagues. And that is about connecting, career, clarity, convey, cognitive, contribute, control, collaborate, credibility, confidence. Now, connecting is value your people, respect and care, be genuine. Career is trust them with challenging tasks, allow them to suggest exciting choices. Clarity is about vision and goal, your perspective. Convey expectations, feedback. Congratulate whenever they achieve something, recognize, reward. Allow them to contribute, show them the ways to contribute. Control the flow, but not the pace. Collaborate, trust. Control the flow and the pace, but don't micromanage. Collaborate, trust, and emphasize cohesiveness. Credibility is about results, behaviors. Confidence is high performance and capacity building. This is what you have to trust your people with. Set yourself great goals, preparation of 5 minutes every day, process, feedback. There are great opportunities there. So keep people interested, keep people inspired, keep people informed, and keep people involved. Then monitor your performance, look for better options, brainstorm what are the options. People will come from various backgrounds to your team. So think what are the things people are telling you. Risk-based strategy, problem-based strategy, mistake-based strategy, wrong result-based strategy, bad idea, crisis, panic, failure, eventuality, success stories. So these will be the background of your people, and as many objections are there, that many alternative plans you can have. Journal on immediate ask and receiving. Self-questioning is a better way. So these are all about the strategic communication, and the third process is job application that we will cover in another video. So